Hi Cancer, this is Jessica with Whispers of Grace. I'm here today to do your general reading for April 1st through the 15th, 2018. So I just want to take a second to say thank you for all of your support. Y'all are amazing, and I couldn't do this without you guys. I love you so much. I have been getting an overwhelming amount of support from the YouTube community, and I am loving it. Okay, so before we dive in, let's see. If you have not checked the new updated video about readings and new things going on with Whispers of Grace, please go check that out. And go check us out on Facebook too, because I'm offering classes now. I'm going to try and keep up with those more. Now, okay, so I want to go over your overall energy real quick, but I feel like Cancer's, I don't know, a little distracted, and possibly, and this isn't going to be for everyone. Remember, these are general readings. They may not apply to everyone, but some of you might be feeling a little distracted, especially with the Mercury retrograde going on, and some of you might be feeling a little bit of resistance to change. So you do have, and especially when it comes to finances for Cancer, you do have the Four of Pentacles here, and it's talking about the giving and receiving aspect. It could be a sign of being resistant to change, and just telling you to be a little careful of how you're spending your money and what it is you're actually spending it on. Now, some of you might be dealing with an earth sign, so Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, but it could also be a new opportunity that's being offered to you, especially with scholarships or new form of education, something new like that. Oh, nice, Crystal. I'm glad you get to join on this one too. But this is about finding the bigger meaning in life. And that might be why you're having this kind of resistance with the change. And especially when we get into the what you need to overcome in your recent past, I kind of feel like that has to do with it too. But there is a new beginning, especially with the Leap of Faith card. This is the Fool card, a new beginning. When one thing ends, a new has to begin. So, this is the time to really believe in yourself, listen to your heart, and do what gives you joy. Now, again, you have another earth sign here, Queen of Ariel, and so Queen of Pentacles, that is reversed. So it could be that unsteady energy and not taking that time to really nurture yourself. I know Jim and I got this as well. So, but yeah, and I really feel like it's part of that chapter of, and all of us are going through it, especially it's like a recurring thing for all the signs this month, is, are we putting enough time and effort into taking care of ourselves? A big thing for a lot of people. So, and this really goes into where we're getting our inspiration from, okay? You have the Star here, and I really feel that something fell through that you were kind of hoping for, that really is going to lead to bigger and better things. Yeah, oh, thank you. But yeah, so you do have a King of Staffs here, so some of you might be dealing with a fire sign. So Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and if you're not, this just tells you that, there's keeping your eye on the bigger picture and moving forward towards your goals with steady determination, okay? And speaking up about what it is that you want to manifest for yourself. And there's a lot of things that have to come to a close. You have the Wheel here, new beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. And again, the change is worth it, y'all. And it's all being divinely led. It's because you have to take a different path and break yourself free so you can learn to either accept love from yourself or to find a new love after you take the Three of Staffs energy and put in that time and effort to properly plan for your future and what it is that you feel that would really benefit you in the long run. Some of you might be traveling overseas, but I feel like a lot of you are just coming in, you're getting over this stagnation into moving full force into creating abundance for yourself and taking leadership back over your life. And that is where you will find balance and victory and more beautiful new beginnings. So Cancer, just be patient. The journey it's going to happen as it happens. So just embrace what it is right now and just move slow, okay? So with your what you need to overcome in your recent past, you have the new career, okay? Now, what I find interesting is this card does say your work focus is shifting in a positive, new, and successful direction. Now, if this is something that you need to overcome, what I feel that really needs to be overcome is the fact that the Ace of Ariel is reversed, okay? And this is a new abundant opportunity that did not go as planned, that kind of fell on its head. Maybe, it looked very promising, but didn't happen the way that you thought. And now you're trying to find that balance and gain that momentum back, okay? That's really what I'm feeling. And so just a snafu, nothing big, but and just know that if there is anything that happened around career finances that did not play out, that, it's because something better is coming along. And this is where you move into your current energy, and what you need to be focused on is the getting some exercise card. So it could be, taking better care of yourself, going for a walk, getting that momentum back in your physical body so you can gain it back in your spiritual sense. Because there are things that you are going to have to fight for, and there are going to be things that you have to walk away from, okay? Only you know what those are in your life, but you have the Ace of Staffs here, and the Ace of Staffs is a gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration, the chance to do something amazing and a sense of wonder. Some of you could be thinking about relocating or moving to a new place, going on vacation somewhere that might inspire you to do something even bigger than you thought with your life. And finding that freedom, I'm hearing, letting the wind blow on your face from a different, what are you trying to say? From a different perspective and from a different area. So like, even though you can say we all feel the same wind, but when you're somewhere brand new where there are no ties and you just feel that sense of relief, that's what I'm talking about. That's what they're wanting you to move towards, okay? And it's because you've been overburdened with a lot of stuff and there's things that you need to release. But it's just telling you that no matter how hard it may seem, you need to stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility and understand that there are things that you're going to have to detach emotionally from, because there's a new path for you, Cancer. There is something better waiting for you, and you know what you need to do for you. And it's a spiritual quest. This is about finding your soul's purpose and trusting where your guides are leading you and getting that movement back so you can be focused on what abundance and passionate opportunities you're trying to create for yourself. Now, with what you have to look forward to if you listen to Spirit's guidance today is the debt paid off, okay? And the old weight and habit of debt is lifted from you and your life. Now, again, and see, and I keep going back to this too, okay? Like, they keep bringing me back to this. So maybe it's not necessarily like, oh, you're going to be completely debt-free, because who's completely debt-free? But, you know, is it karmic debt for you, Cancer? Is it releasing the weight of everything that's been holding you back for so long? And it gives you, again, that sense of freedom to be able to breathe and to be able to truly enjoy and embrace the life that you are trying to create. That is what I'm picking up from that, okay? And what happens? What happens when you release yourself, Cancer? Like, I'm so excited for this, because not only are they telling you that debt will be paid off, but then you get the Ten of Pentacles too. And this tells you that there's so much to be grateful for: financial success and the promise of retirement, a rich and rewarding family life. But the Ten of Pentacles means so much more to me. Like, I truly see, and again, the traveling that I was seeing earlier and where your soul is taking you, this looks like, what is that? Paris. So some of you might be, wanting to go find maybe a town or a city where there's a lot of different culture, and you're wanting to experience more of that romance in the air, and to get that inspiration from other places, that you can literally sit in a town square and have tea or coffee with your loved ones and see your kids running around and being able to breathe and really embrace the abundance that life has to offer. And the reason you can do this is because you will release the past and you will release the heartache. When you do this, you will grow from the situation, and time will heal those wounds. I promise. I promise. And it's just because you're going through a lot of changes. The Autumn card, this is all about change and letting the cycles come and go as they need, because that's where change comes from. Hi, how are you? So, yeah, I mean, there's so many beautiful, abundant things that your spirit guides are trying to move you into. And they're just trying to get you to, remember what you're working for. Focus on that. Don't get caught up in the things that didn't turn out. Remember to release the past and anything that does not serve you. Keep your eye on the bigger picture. Move forward. No matter the obstacles, you know where your soul is trying to lead you, and be grateful for what it is that you are manifesting in your life. So what energy does Spirit want you to focus on and put into action at this time is, I honor how I want to feel. And this is so true, because no one knows how you feel but you, Cancer. So this is being really in touch with our emotions and our thoughts and how we feel and how we experience. And it's okay. It's okay to experience, and it's okay to honor what you're feeling. And know that happiness is your birthright. You have every right to embrace life and the beautiful things that come with it, okay? You do not need to stay in any sort of situation that is going to drag you down or hinder your growth. So just make sure that if you feel like you are being dragged down, held back, or anything like that, that you're focusing on where that came from and either setting new boundaries or releasing it from your life, okay? Now, what messages regarding love does Spirit have for you? So they're just telling you to be your authentic you, okay? And again, the water. The water's everywhere, and you are Cancer, so maybe you need to get around some more healing energy, ground yourself, get yourself in the water, remember to go with the flow of things. And this is the time that they're asking you to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. And that's exactly what the other cards were saying. If you can't be honest with how you're feeling, then I mean, who else is going to tell you? No one else is going to know how you're feeling. So, and it's also telling you that, especially for those of you that are in a new relationship or coming into someone new, really take the time to get to know each other on a deeper level. And even if you are in a relationship, then just try to learn, see your partner from a newer perspective, and really ask them questions. What are your hopes? What are your dreams? What do you want from life? Those kind of things, and see where, and stimulate the mind, okay? And it's okay to have disagreements. Not everyone's the same, but really get to know each other on a deeper personal level. And this is how the relationship will grow. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. That was pretty simple and sweet. And, I don't see anything too bad for you. And just remember that you have... yeah, well, girl, that... and that's the thing. You're not always going to like what you hear. And if it doesn't align with your life, then that's something that you have to face. Not everyone is always going to align perfectly with everything that we're doing. And that's why it's really important for us to have our own individuality, okay? No matter what relationship we are in, we need to be able to stay strong in who we are and what our goals are, to not be deterred from whatever they may believe in or what, they're trying to do with their lives. We all have a purpose. So even if you don't agree with it, now if it is, morals and values and like okay, just for example, because I don't know why this is popping in my head. If you sit there and say, I want children one day, and they say, I don't, that's not going to fit into your life. Do not force it. If you are meeting someone and you're like, I want to get married one day, and I don't, that is going to end in disaster for you, okay? If you say, I'm very family oriented and they can't stand their family, what's probably going to happen in the future is they're going to distance themselves from you and your family because they don't know how to embrace it. Now, if they do embrace it, great. But if they don't, then, you don't want to sabotage the connection you have with your family and your ties, because that's not how they see it. So you need to have very strong boundaries. If that, and again, not everyone's going to agree and not everyone's the same, but do not change your morals and your values to agree with someone else, okay? Just because they don't. And if you ever feel like, if someone ever puts you in that position, like, oh, well, you have to choose, then I choose my life. Get out. No. No one should ever make you feel like you have to choose their way or the highway, okay? And sometimes people just don't align, and maybe not right now, and that's okay. Just go with the flow, Cancer, and understand that everything happens for a reason, but only you know if you can work with what you are given. And if it doesn't work, don't force it. There's something better waiting for you, okay? Keep your eye on the big picture. So with that, yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. And karma, everyone says karma. Like, seriously, as long as what karma is, okay, if you cheat, you lie, you steal, you're bad, like, that's karma. Like, karma is going to come back around for that. But making a healthy decision for yourself, whether someone agrees with it or not, don't fear karma for that, because I think that's what people get caught up on. And I mean, I did too. I felt, I made a vow, I made a promise. I mean, I should try everything in my power to make this work. And what happened? I lost myself. I was losing my energy. I was losing my drive. I was losing my passion. I was losing my identity. trying to keep up with the facade. It's not me. And you can't do that for other people. So, yeah, no, honey, don't worry about karma if you are making a decision that is healthy for you. Um, as long as you're living karmically correct, you know, yeah, don't, I mean, like, okay, just because you're not getting along, don't go sleep with his best friend. That's what I'm saying. That will get you some fucking karma. Okay, so as long as you're saying, hey, you know, I understand that me and you just, we're not really aligning and we have different things in life. I don't feel like we're going to benefit each other in the way that we would need from each other. So I'm going to have to part ways from you, and I wish you the best. I hope you find what you're looking for. That's living karmically correct, okay? You don't have to screw people over just because they're not aligning with your life. And if they're not, then just let them go in peace. That's all I got to say about that. So, with that being said, Cancer, I love you guys very much, and thank you for joining me today. I will be hopping over, doing a bonus reading for Cancer, channeling messages from Spirit. So if there's anyone that you are looking to get in contact with, please hop over there in a few minutes. If you do need a personal reading, please email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. If you do not need a personal reading, but you would still like to support the channel, and this was enough for you today, there's a donation link down below. Any amount helps. I appreciate it. I couldn't do it without y'all. And if you are not friends with me on Facebook, please hop over. And yeah, Facebook, Whispers of Grace Healing. I'm offering classes. I have one on Sunday, which is about trusting and your journey and everything that's happening. And then I also have some coming up like Love Thyself and that kind of stuff. So just go over and check it out. If you haven't watched the announcements, please go do that as well. A lot of things are changing, so please keep in contact. Remember, and I'm going to let everyone know, I am doing these readings based off of how many views, comments, and how much activity is going on. So if you want your sign to be at the top, then I would suggest everyone make sure you're commenting, liking, and sharing so those views get up and that we can get y'all on the top of the list, okay? So I wish you the best, and I love you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.